game is lame and absurd, but you spit. You need to sit back and observe a certified pimp. So fly. Oh yes he is. I mean that boy does the shit. So mess he is. Fresh to death. Ain't nobody fresh as he is. They can't compare or get next to him because he's so fly. I mean the boy's so clean. From his white tee on down to those jeans. You see the ice in the pinky.
All right. What's good? It's your man, Ken Jackson. This is the Ken Jackson Experience. Welcome to the first live show of 2023. First two episodes were pre-recorded, and I apologize for that, but it's all I could do. But today we are live, and we are in full effect, finally. It's been a long time coming, and we're just hey, we're gonna have some fun today, I hope. So I don't know how the sound is coming through on this thing, so y'all can get into the chat and let me know if you can hear me well. If not, then I'll have to figure it out. So anyway, before we get into it though, let's get into a few things that it's been crazy this past week. All the shootings, California's on fire. I don't know what they're feeding those folks out there, but they are losing their damn minds. Especially the old Chinese men going around shooting up dance halls and shit. I don't know what's going on, but hope they get that figured out. Keep that shit away from Florida. But anyway, big news of the week, as you all know, is the police killing of Tyree Nichols. Now, I don't want to spend too much time on this because it's all over the news. I'm actually sick of hearing about it. But I have to say that I think this is probably the worst incident involving police and a black man ever. And the reason I say that is because the officers that did it were black men. 5 black men beat the shit out of dude. This young man suffered, and I've been watching all the media, and there were some saying, well, why didn't he just submit, and comply? And he couldn't comply. He didn't need to comply because he was on the ground. He was immobilized. I can't believe that 5 big burly cops couldn't handle this dude. I hear he was about 5'10", maybe 150 pounds soaking wet. He wasn't a big dude. But it is a shame that 5 black cops did this. And quite honestly, listening to the audio from the videos, to me, it sounded like it was personal. Like they had it out for him. But here's my question too. These guys were supposed to be some sort of special unit. Here in Florida, we used to call them the jump out boys. What were they doing a traffic stop for reckless driving? Explain that to me. I caught that, listening, to the news, and I said, they were saying they stopped him for reckless driving. You fools aren't traffic cops. So it didn't make sense to me. I don't know, maybe I missed something. I'm not sure, but hopefully these these cops are going to do a lot of time. That's what I hope for. Um, it's crazy too, though. They were fired immediately, 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 and I emphasize that because uh, Derek Chauvin up in Minneapolis, I forget how long it took before they actually fired him, but it was a long time. Why? Dare I say, because he had the complexion for protection, uh, even though he eventually is doing time. He's convicted, thank God, and gone away. And hopefully he won't get out anytime soon. But anyhow, Tyree Nichols was brutally assaulted by 5 police officers. These are the people who are sworn to protect us. And they wonder why so many people hate them. And I sure don't hear anybody screaming Blue Lives Matter now. And don't get me wrong, I'm not wishing any death upon them or anything like that. However, I do believe that certain crimes deserve certain penalties. But we'll see what happens. It's probably going to come to court much faster than previous cases, obviously, because of the brutality of what happened. And hopefully these guys will get their just due. All right, so that's all I want to say about that. Because, like I said, it's all in the news. And it's going to be the story of the month until the next mass shooting or next police beating, because that's how the news cycle works. It goes from one crisis to the next, and it seems like that's all they got to report is all the crazy shit going on. But we're not going to do that here. So I'm done with that. So hopefully everybody is enjoying 2023. I know I am. I decided way back, actually, that this year was definitely going to be different from last year. And last year wasn't bad. I had a great year, you know. I mean, there were some issues that I had to deal with and still dealing with, but overall, I had a great year last year. Still working through some medical issues right now, and definitely what I'm going through did a number on my mental health. But we're going to talk about that in a later show, and I think some of y'all might be quite surprised at not only what I've been dealing with, but a lot of other people are dealing with the same issues, but afraid to talk about it. But like I said, we're going to talk about that in a later show. So where are we right now? Oh, that's right. Wanted to talk about happiness. What makes you happy? I mean, what is it that really makes you happy? Is it money? Is it material things? Is it certain activities that you might do? Me personally, I think that happiness is subjective, and whatever makes you happy can change from day to day. But I was looking up the essential keys to happiness, and I found this online. The 7 essential keys to happiness and success that will help to materialize both of these things in your life. Number one is gratitude. Gratitude is the attitude you should have all the time. You should be grateful for every day you open your eyes. Um, I know I am, because I've almost checked out of here a couple of times in recent years, and so I'm very very grateful that I didn't, because I wasn't ready to leave. However, there have been so many people that I've personally known that aren't here anymore. They're gone, out of here. Um, and as I said before, me personally, I know for a fact that I have way more yesterdays than I have tomorrows. So I am so grateful for every day when I open my eyes. The second key is to be present. And what that means is you have to be in the moment. You can't just go through your day-to-day life oblivious to what's happening around you. Be aware of what's happening. Be present. Be present for yourself first, but be present for those you care about. I think that's very important. When you develop strong relationships and friendships, relationships are important. I just heard recently there was a study done, and it found that people that are in solid committed relationships live longer and healthier. So that's something to think about for all you single people out there. You need to find somebody to get with and spend the rest of your days with. A lot of people out here now are talking about, I can do bad by myself, but you can do great with somebody else. How about that? So instead of putting the negative out front, be a little bit more positive. Third, manage time effectively. That's important. What's one of the things that most people complain about throughout their days? They don't have enough time. Not enough time to spend with your family, not enough time to decompress and de-stress, because we're always working. We're always on the hustle, always on the hunt, chasing the bag. And that can be very detrimental to our health and happiness. For me, this year, I'm not doing that anymore. Not chasing the bag. I'm not going to spend the rest of my days trying to get rich, or die trying. I'm definitely not for dying trying. I just want to live life. I want to grow old gracefully, and just enjoy what I have left. I got 3 grandkids, and I love them to death. I'm sure some of you, many of you have probably seen the pictures and videos I've posted of me and my grandkids. What's funny is, not too many years ago, I never imagined myself being a grandfather. Now, I can't imagine anything else. I love it. I love being a grandfather. My grandkids are amazing. They're wild. They keep me on my toes when I have them, but they're kids. And watching them brings back so many good memories of my own childhood. And I want to tell you something. You can't go back. You cannot go back. And that's why I stress so much about enjoying life every day. Enjoy what you have every single day. Man, I watch my grandkids. I wish I had just a little bit of their energy, just a little bit. I just a little bit would make me 100% better. But hey, like I said, um, I got way more yesterdays than I have tomorrows. So the tomorrows that I do have, because they're not guaranteed, but I'm damn sure going to enjoy every one that I get moving forward. All right, next, set smarter goals. Now that's something uh, I think is massively important. Um, a lot of us don't set goals for ourselves. A lot of people just go through life with no plan, um, and with no direction. And you got to set goals for yourself. And the bigger, the better. You know, um, I remember hearing a long time ago that says if you're gonna think, you may as well think big. You know, so set goals, do your best to accomplish them, but don't be discouraged if you don't accomplish all of your goals, because we're not going to reach every plateau that we climb for. It might take us a few times. We might slide down the hill a few times. We might trip and fall a few times. But the key is getting back up and continuing to move forward. That is what makes success and happiness come. You have to get back up and you have to keep moving. You can't just give up. If you fall down, you can't just lay down. Nobody's gonna come along and pick you up. That would be nice if somebody would carry us, but no, that's not gonna happen. So get yourself up, do your thing, keep moving forward. Don't ever quit. All right. Next, number 5 is embody an empowering morning routine. Now, this is something that I'm quite sure probably most of you don't do, um, myself included. Uh, Before I have been very guilty of this most of my life. Uh, when you wake up in the morning, what's the first thing you do? Because the first thing you do when you wake up can really set the tone for the rest of the day. And if you wake up in the morning, and you're in a bad mood, you got a bad attitude, probably the rest of your day is going to be fucked up. Excuse my French. But like myself, every morning I wake up, I look in the mirror because I love looking at me. And I tell myself it's going to be a great day. No matter what I'm facing, no matter what I have on the agenda, it's going to be a great day. I'm going to be happy no matter what. I don't care if bills are overdue, bill collectors banging my line, whatever, whatever. May not feel like getting up and going to work, but I'm going to have a good day regardless. I'm not going to let anything or anyone steal my joy for that day. And that's my morning routine. I have a ritual that when I get up, and once I get myself cleaned up, and dressed and everything, I like to go outside wherever I'm at. Hopefully, most of the time I'm near the water, and I like to go out and watch the sunrise, and I like to feel the breeze on my face, and I like to contemplate what's going to happen for me as the day progresses. And every day I do that. I can't just jump up and go straight to work. It doesn't work like that. And usually I start my days around 3 a.m. Um, but when no matter what, I got to take the time to reflect on yesterday, think about the mistakes I made so that I don't repeat them today and tomorrow. Um, and I just kind of map my day out, but it's always from a feeling of positivity and gratitude. Gratitude comes in there all the time. So, got to be gracious, got to be positive. Start your day off with positive thoughts and positive actions, and nothing can ruin your day unless you allow it. All right, what's next? Uh, Focus on health and well-being. So important. Uh, a lot of us feel like we're going to live forever, especially when you're young. And when we get older, for some reason, realize our mortality and we start to try to get healthy uh, way after it's too late. Let me tell you something. For those of you that knew me growing up, you know that I was involved heavily in martial arts. Uh, I got called all kinds of names, Bruce Leroy, and shit like that. But I was healthy. I was eating right. I was exercising, keeping my body and mind right all the time. And then I got married, started having kids, and I got lazy. And for a lot of years, I didn't take care of my body. And I paid a price for it now because there are some things uh, that have happened to me physically that I could have avoided. I know all the physical issues that I've been through in the past few years was all my fault because I didn't, I didn't maintain uh, my health and wellness. And it's very important that we do that. Um, so for a lot of you, if you're not keeping yourself up, start. It's never too late. It's never too late. Start working on yourself. Get yourself in shape if you're not. And if you're already working out on a regular and eating right, keep doing it because you're going to feel a whole lot better when you get my age. Now, I'm not an old geezer, granted. But I'm 57 and I feel every bit of 57. Whatever 57 is supposed to feel like, I'm quite sure I'm feeling it. Um, 50 is not the new 40. So knock it off with that bullshit. Uh, because when you get to 57, it's hard to maintain. Believe me. Believe me, it's hard. But I'm doing it. I'm not obese or overweight or anything like that, but uh, I was at one time. I did let myself get to be quite the fat ass a few years back. But I had to work that shit off. But anyway, um, as I said, happiness I think is subjective, and it changes every day. Um, the old saying, "Money can't buy you happiness," or "Money can't make you happy." Whoever said that probably didn't have a lot of money. Let me tell you something. I'm being completely honest. I've had a lot of money. I've lost a lot of money. I don't have a lot of money now. I can't say that I'm much happier, or not so much happier, but I'm content now. Um, but if I had a little bit more money, I could find a way to be a whole lot happier. because my happiness isn't 100%. Believe me, I'm just like everybody else. Uh, Things get me down. Uh, Not so much anymore. But I tell you what, if I hit a big lick, I'm gonna be a happy motherfucker. I don't give a shit what you say. So knock it off with the bullshit. Money can definitely bring happiness. Now, what brings unhappiness is what you do with the money. Because you can do a lot of dumb shit, when you come into a big windfall. But believe me, I know exactly what the heck I would do, and it would bring me much happiness. Believe that. So, um, let me see here. I, you know what? Here's what I'm gonna do though. I'm gonna open up the phone lines. That's right. Y'all can call in live today if you want. Um, just dial a number if you want to join the conversation. I'll leave that up for a little while. Um, I'm coming to you live from Fort Pierce, Florida tonight or today, downtown Fort Pierce, uh, uh, at one of my favorite Dunkin' Donut spots. I like to come down here and drink some tea, and it's near the waterfront. Usually I'll get a cup of tea or coffee and I'll walk down to the waterfront and just relax. It's so it's such a stress relief, being down by the water. Here in Florida, Florida is awesome. I've been here since 1994, off and on. Um, and it's funny because I keep telling myself, "Oh man, I'm getting out of Florida because it's the economy screwed up and this, that, or the other, and I need to go somewhere else." But you know what? I ain't going nowhere. I'm not chasing the bag anymore. I don't know. I'm just not motivated by the same things I was when I was younger. Um, Now that I'm older, I look at things so much differently. Um, and I'm still looking for a camper. I got my mind pretty much set on what I want to buy, and I'm gonna probably around April, April or May. I'm gonna March, April, May. Yeah, probably April or May. I'm gonna go ahead and pull the trigger and buy something, um, and hit the road. Gonna go traveling. I'm actually jealous because my little brother got his camper a few weeks ago, and he is living a life right now. Let me tell you. If y'all follow him on Facebook, DT Jackson, I'm sure you've seen his pictures and his posts. Man, he's he's living the way I want to live right now. Um, and he's 10 years younger than me, so he beat me to it. You know what though, I could now, but I don't. I want to be a little bit more cautious with how I move over the next few months. I'm just getting over some Uncle Sam issues. Yep, the tax man came a calling late last year, uh, and I ended up owing some back taxes from a few trucking gigs that I did a few years back. Let me tell you, get your paperwork right because it does come back to bite you if you don't. So, uh, but I'm dealing with those people now because they can make your life miserable. But I'm almost done. Almost got them out of pocket. So, as soon as they're out of pocket for good, then I can make some more moves. But right now, I'm just being a little bit more uh, careful with how I step forward. Uh, let's see. Let's get here on. see what's going on here on the Facebook. I was actually going to get off of Facebook, um, and I think I still am. I'm gonna. Well, I can't delete my personal page. I got to keep the personal page, to keep the business page, but it's going to be more business focused. Uh, it's a great place, for marketing. And things of that nature. We're going to be doing uh, some promotions coming up here pretty soon. I got a couple of artists that I've been consulting, and I know a couple of them are probably frustrated with me right now because I really haven't been moving real hard lately. But we're gonna go hard with pushing a couple of artists. No more studio stuff though. I'm not doing the recording and the production and that stuff anymore. Just strictly marketing, strictly promoting. Uh, I don't have the energy for that studio life anymore. I miss it. I do miss it. But I just don't. I just don't have the energy to sit in the studio and record all day every day. And can't do it. Been there, done that. So this is it. Uh, this 1 hour every week. Maybe two. It just depends. Is going to be it. I'm building a new team, and we're going to make this a group chat every week. Once I get the rest of my team members together, and we're just going to have some fun every week. That's my goal, at least. And so hopefully y'all will keep tuning in. Hopefully um, y'all will bring some great discussions to the table because I'm very interested in talking to y'all. Um, got a couple of projects coming up this week, actually. One of the things that we're going to be having on the website, go to the website, www.crazybabytv.com. Go to the website and subscribe to the channel. Um, we're going to be promoting a lot of local businesses here on the website. Uh, we're going to be promoting a lot of things that are going on around, not only here locally, but here in the South Florida area and maybe out of state. We're going to do some traveling too, I think, especially once I get the RV. We're going to do a lot of traveling. So that's going to be fun. Can't wait. I'm very anxious for that. What else? We are planning some events later this year, around the summertime, uh, and I'll have more details on what that's going to be as we progress more into this year. Um, wow, there's so much. I'm very excited. Believe it or not, I really am excited. Um, I'm just, like I said, moving cautiously. I don't want to give too much information. Not yet. Uh, because we know how people are. They hear something and they like to run with your idea and try to beat you to market. Excuse me. So, but that's okay. First one wins, right? Um, so I don't mind sharing information. If somebody can do it better than me, then so be it. It's crazy. I actually started Crazy Baby TV now. It's been 13 years ago. And for 13 years, I've been procrastinating and not bullshit down. And that's why this year consistency is the motto. That's what we live by this year. We're going to build this channel. We're going to build this network. I was in touch with my TV mentor just recently up in New York, and he gave me some good ideas on some things I should do. I, I I don't want to get into selling products and merch. That's not something I really want to do. Um, all I ask is that y'all come to the YouTube channel, YouTube/Crazy Baby TV World. Subscribe, follow the channel, hit the notification bell so that you'll know, uh, when we're posting something or when we got the live stream. The live stream is going to happen every Sunday though, 5 p.m. No matter what, no matter where I'm at, no matter what gear I have with me, because I'm mobile. I travel a lot, so I'm all over the place. But one of the things that I'm definitely pursuing with Crazy Baby TV is giving a platform, giving a voice to those who are voiceless. Many of you don't know because I really don't publicize it a lot, but I do a lot of work helping the homeless in my community here in Fort Pierce. I'm real big on that, especially homeless veterans, because we shouldn't have homeless people in America. It just shouldn't exist. And granted, don't get me wrong, some people, choose to be, but many don't. Many have mental health issues that need to be addressed. Many have addiction issues that need to be addressed. Um, uh, and many have just straight up life issues that need to be addressed. It's expensive as hell just to live. Um, I was looking, I've been looking and still looking for some apartments for my daughter, trying to help her find a place of her own. And it's just crazy expensive. I really don't know how people are living now. It's ridiculous. Um, so one of the things that I'm definitely focusing on this year is uh, major outreach to the homeless population. There's a lot of people out here that need help. A lot of people, and not just money, not just food. You know, something as simple as being able to get a shower or a bath can do so much to raise a person's self-esteem. Excuse me, and dignity. You know, all of us are guilty and have been guilty of it. We see a homeless person, they're all dirty, uh, don't smell very good, and a lot of us over the years, first thing out our mouths is, look at his bum. Why don't they get a job? Why don't they do this? Why don't they do that? Let me tell you something. I've been homeless at one time in my life, and it wasn't by choice. But let me tell you something. My number one mission for the short time that I was without a roof over my head was to get clean, was to get a shower. And fortunately, I had resources to be able to do that. because it was very important that I could be clean and smell good and be dignified when I was out in public. I was out there, like I said, for a short time, and many people never even realized it because I kept myself up. And it was hard because the resources I had available to me, so many homeless people aren't even aware of. But then it gets to the point where they're so far gone that they can't even walk into these places, or they can't even ask people for help because they're already prejudged. So we got to stop prejudging the homeless population, and we got to start reaching out and offering these people a hand up. They're not looking for handouts. A lot of them are not. They're just looking for a hand up. And I think we owe that uh, because it could be any one of us out there. It literally can be any one of us, any one of you can be on the streets tomorrow. Don't think you can't. Even yous out there that are making six figures or more, don't think that you can't lose it all. Your ass can be on the street just as fast as the next man if you're not careful. And don't get me wrong, there are a lot of people who screw their lives up on purpose, being stupid. But there are so many more that literally just fall on hard times and they need a helping hand. So wherever you're at, be a helping hand if you can. I know it's hard. It's hard for everybody out here now. But a little bit of compassion goes a long way. Believe me. Believe me. All right. So anyway, I'm about to wrap it up. That's about all I got to blab about today. I really just wanted to come on today and test the live stream out, and make sure that everything that I have built in the past few weeks is working correctly. I'm very happy to say that all of the tools are working. So check it out. Next week, Sunday, 5 p.m. Join me right here, Crazy Baby TV, the Ken Jackson Experience. Email me or DM me subjects that you want to talk about. I'm serious. Call in. Let's have a conversation. Excuse me. I'm sorry. I don't know why I got so much gas today. But anyway, I'm your man, Ken Jackson. This has been the Ken Jackson Experience. I love y'all. Peace. Everybody stay safe and be happy. All right. I am out.